Hey guys, it's Jeff. Another video in the ShotShow 2020 series, so stay tuned to my channel for more. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider that subscribe button now. You'll find contact information in the description below from the manufacturer. I hope you enjoy the video coming up after this.
Welcome to ShotShow 2020 with Studies and Observation Group, also known as SOG. Big year for us this year. We're breaking out our acronym that we've had for years and years and years. SOG, in case you did not know, stands for Studies and Observations Group. And that's the mentality we're carrying into all of our new products. So we're studying how they're used, we're observing what's needed, and orienting and acting after that. So everything that we're designing is designed with the end user in mind for a targeted vertical. If you design a knife to carry on a daily basis, it's going to work better for that than anything else. So police officers don't carry the same things that civilians do on a daily basis, and you don't carry the same thing when you're climbing a mountain. We know that, we're aware of that, and that's how we're designing everything from here on out. As an example, for our daily carry, most of you are familiar with the Flash or the Flash 2. We've had it for years. If we're being honest, it's in need of an update, and that's what we did. This is the new Flash AT for our assisted technology, or the AT XR lock technically. So XR lock we use on Terminus XR, using a cryo-treated D2 steel for these. They come in a bunch of different colors, including with serrations. So, as an example, XR AT lock. So, pull down, folds up, safety's on the spine, so it's ambidextrous. Click up, red ready, with a little bit more rounding so you can feel it in your pocket if you need to. And then you just push out, opens up for you. And that carries through over onto the left hand. Sometimes you just need to use your left hand, and sometimes you happen to know a lefty. I know you're rare, but you're out there. Exact same functionality, even though I am not left-handed by any means. For our outdoor users, we have the new Aegis. You're familiar with the Aegis? Again, we've had it for a long time. It's one of our flagships. For the new, we've got Aegis AT, a little bit more organic in feel, designed for the outdoor user. Nice big belly in the blade. It's still going to be that cryo-treated D2. We've got a few more pops of color as well. Handle texture is a bit different, so it sticks better in your hand and feels a little bit bulkier and girthier. It's easier to just use the knife and have it stay put when you're out in the woods. Still that same AT XR lock, pull back, fold up, safety's on the spine, push out, opens up, and fully ambidextrous. Differences between the outdoor line and the EDC line, you're getting something like a lanyard loop, you're also getting that more organic overall shape. Again, this is what people that, when we talk to them, they're hunting, backpacking, climbing. If you're out in the woods, you need a little bit more of that curvature to use it. You need a belly of a blade if you're going to take it out hunting. Use a long and lean, while great in an urban environment, if you're opening packages every day, letters, etc., or doing some carving, it doesn't work quite the same way that having this belly does for the user.
Awesome. What's the pricing on?
So these guys are going to go for about $94.95.
Retail?
Retail.
Okay.
Yeah. Retail at $94.95 for the Flash. If memory serves, it's going to be about $84.95. We can double check on our way back over there.
Okay. Yeah.
And then
just to get a shot of the colors here.
Absolutely. You can also see that this one's green. And then for the Tridents, they're going to be at $105.95. And we'll go see those next. And then we'll still got our Trident series for that. Still that same cryo-treated D2, still that same assisted technology that we've got in there. But because these are going to be in the hands of people who need it and count on it most, we've got carbide glass breaker, we've got belt cutter, we've got an omnidirectional grip pattern. It's still ambidextrous because, like we said, you need to be able to use your knife with either hand. Doesn't matter what dominant hand you are, you need to be able to use it. We're going to have this with a Tonto blade, we're going to have it in all black, we're going to have it with serrations. It's geared for the professional user, soldiers, military, law enforcement. It's people who need to count on it when stuff goes sideways. Also the cryo-treated D2.
Okay.
But we'll have it in more colors as well. This is a bit of a sampling of what we've got as far as the general blade shapes. This is the Tonto. We've got it with the serrations. We'll have an FDE in the olive drab, and then the black and red.
Do you know the weight on these things?
The weight, if memory serves, should be listed over here. For that, so yeah, 5 ounces.
5 ounces. Yeah.
Again, fully ambidextrous, reversible pocket clips. You've got the lanyard loop on these guys as well, just because sometimes you can tether your gear to you.
And what's the coating you're putting on the blades?
So this is going to be titanium nitride coating on these guys. For that, in order to use the glass breaker, all you do is grab it, your finger will rest on that jimping, makes it nice and ergonomic. Breaker's right there. And just go.
Awesome.
All right, so some other main things we've got coming out here. Other product lines that are near and dear to all of our hearts are getting revitalized. These three are going to be geared towards the professional user, and they're going to be a little more specialized as a result, and typically a higher price point because we're using nicer materials and better steel in these. So the Pentagon, it's been near and dear to all of our hearts. We're maintaining that nice fine spear point. We've got a little bit of a fuller in there. This is our XR lock, but this is going to be upgraded to XHP steel. Nice. One hand open and close. Open it 3 different ways, like everything else with our XR lock. We're also doing the same treatment overall with our Vision. So now the Vision XR, we'll have it with serrations as well. This happens to be the OD green. We'll have it in blackout. FDE, sorry. This is the FDE. Clearly I need more coffee. Tonto tip, again geared towards the professional user. That, and then for something a little bit more accessible, or something you don't want to cry too much if it happens to jump ship while you're using it, you're running around, we have the SOG XR. This is going to be the cryo-treated D2, G10 handle scales, still fully ambidextrous, reversible pocket clip. And assuming I can actually actuate everything properly,
That's fine.
it's a fantastic little knife.
So where are you manufacturing these out of?
Most of these are coming out of Taiwan these days. We're actually getting better manufacturing quality out of Taiwan than we are out of Japan.
Yes.
And we're also designing and testing everything stateside. Most of the final assembly is happening in stateside for these, as far as I'm aware at least. All right, so this is the next generation and a continuation of our SEAL line, so SEAL Pup, SEAL Team, etc. We announced SEAL XR at ShotShow last year. It's actually in the market, available for purchase on our website now. Just depends on what you like. Guys overseas asked us for a knife that can take lots of the hard use that their SEAL Pup fixed blades can, but make it folding. So we did, using S35VN with the Cerakote on there. Again, fully ambidextrous, one hand open and close. Excellent fidget. If you get real practice with it, you can open it in a reverse grip.
Love those fidget spinners, right?
Absolutely. It's a fidget spinner for people who want to get something done with it. They should have it.
How much is that one?
In their pockets.
Look kind of heavy.
This is going to be a little bit girthier, or a little bit more substantial. I don't know why I keep on saying girthy.
That's okay.
8.1 ounces for that. So it is a big old chunk of steel in your pocket,
Yes,
but it performs like a big old chunk of steel when you need it to. New this year.
The pommel on the end there.
Pommel on the end there for persuasion or cracking coconuts, to put it delicately, if you need to. Exactly.
I like that.
New generation coming out later on in this year is going to be the SEAL FX. So this is essentially a fixed blade version.
I like
100%.
this blade shape.
Exactly, 100% USA made. This is the Tonto tip for that. So very similar. It's going to be a little bit slimmer. It's not going to fold up, obviously. SEAL FX, fixed blade, as opposed to SEAL XR. This is the XR lock. It's the nomenclature that we're carrying over these days.
And what's the handle material? That's like a rubber.
Handle material is going to be GRN.
GRN.
So glass reinforced nylon, nice and milled, the same sort of way that we have on the SEAL XR.
I like that Tanto.
It's nice.
Good looking blade
nice
shape.
And subtle, nice and good looking blade shape. The other new
shears,
exactly. These are the pair shears. I was actually part of the testing process for these. They use our same compound leverage that we use in our multi-tools. You get twice as much cutting force as you put in a squeeze force to these. I have one that I was testing with. I've had no problem cutting through hard rawhide.
So back when I was a firefighter, we used to get those, and one of the selling points is you cut through a quarter.
I've not tried cutting through a quarter of these, but I also don't know anybody who wears quarters.
I don't either, but it was just a selling point.
Yeah.
It's a waste of money. It is.
Exactly.
It's just a quarter or a penny.
Yep. So I've cut through rawhide, I've cut through boot leather, I've cut through just about everything I can think of personally with the ones that I had to test. One hand deployment and one hand closure. Comes with a pouch, you can store it either open or closed. You've also got things like
a seatbelt.
Yeah, seatbelt cutter, carbide glass breaker in there.
Nice.
O2 wrench, and then a whole bunch of other bits and bobs depending on what you need.
Dude, that's cool.
That suits you for.
So it's a multi-tool as well.
Exactly, multi-tool tool. So you got bottle opener, you've got rope cutter, you've got an awl, you've got a Phillips, you got a flathead on the end of the bottle opener.
I'd like to see more first responders have flash breakers.
Exactly. Like, you never know what you need until you need it. The tweezers, exactly. So it's a tool designed for the first responder and designed for anybody who needs it.
That's
also, you can instantly deploy your sharp, use it, and then you can stow your sharp because nobody ever likes putting their hand down on their shears after they're trying to get done treating
the guts are on there. Yeah.
Exactly. So stow it, get it out of the way, clean it up later when you need to.
Very nice.